Hello, my name is Blessing. I'm going to be starting on my channel, and I do hope you subscribe to this. Today, I'm going to be talking about achieving goals. If I have actually had issues myself trying to achieve certain goals in life, and I realized that there's certain steps that I've actually taken that just actually helped me, and because of this, many of my friends, when they find it difficult to execute a project, they turn to me somehow and they want me to be kind of involved in the project. And I felt I've been very disturbed lately. Like I need to share this with people because I think if they can borrow from maybe what I've been doing, maybe it will work. So first off, one of the things that I know really would be limiting someone from achieving their goals is um, procrastination. So if you've got a problem with procrastination, you don't need to work on it. Just tell yourself from today, I want to execute my project, and you start with right now. Okay. So first of all, take a look at an overview of the project and see exactly what was the length of the whole thing. Don't think about executing everything at once because it's going to be really too large for you. So what you do, you try to break it into bits, tiny little bits. So you break it into bits like sub topics of a particular topic. You understand what I mean? So if your project is, for example, if it's a house project, you're not going to start building the house from beginning all the way to finishing. You have to do the planning stage. You consult all the professionals like the architects and the civil engineers, and even the quotation guys. So all of those steps need to be followed. So you start one bit at a time and give it a time. So if it's an example, you're a student, you're trying to read to pass an exam, you got a large amount of textbook to cover. See, you don't consider covering the whole. I mean, you focus on covering the whole textbook, but don't think, oh, you start from now and just finish it immediately. No, consider the weight of the book. How large is it? And you now break it into bits. Okay, if the book has like 500 pages, so how much time have I got to cover this 500 pages? Don't remember that. Don't forget that you're going to be going to work. You might be going to school as well. You have family to run. You need to make money for yourself. So what you need to do is look at your free time you have, and that's what you put in you try to walk around the free time you have, and then you can tell yourself, okay, out of my free hours, if I've got like 4 hours in a day that I'm doing nothing, maybe I have to sleep. I've got like 10 hours to rest. I could take 2 hours out of that to focus on that project. Some people actually they've been trying to do their theory driving test. Some are trying to do their practical driving test. These are ways you can. These are different types of projects that you can actually consider using techniques. To achieve. So you work on how much time you want to give it. And then with that you can achieve it. So for example, I've talked about prioritizing your tasks now. So if you have a project as such, consider prioritizing it, make it number one. So from this very moment, you've been telling yourself, oh, before now that you want to achieve this task and you're looking for a time, you keep procrastinating. See, forget about that. Think about achieving it right now and start immediately. So you think about the best way to make your project of great focus. So focus on it and start achieving. So remember, the first tip I told you is to break it into sub bits and focus on achieving each of them. So each of them, give it a time that you want to achieve that small unit. When you achieve it, appreciate yourself, celebrate yourself, and move forward. Next thing you need to do is to make sure that each sub unit of your project or the thing you want to achieve, it's achievable. Tell yourself it's achievable. If you're finding difficulties, see, tell yourself that difficulty, you must surmount it. You must go well above it. So be persistent. So even if you try the first time and you don't succeed, look for a way to overcome it. Look for video tutorials if that will make it easier for you. Look for don't relent. Don't tell yourself, oh, I'm facing this challenge, or I would not be able to do it again. No, don't do that. Tell yourself you can go on. And I think one thing that's also helped me, I'll be sharing later on some of the projects that I executed when in the past that actually they brought me some victory, and it will be worth sharing, because sometimes you meet some challenges on the way, it's good you have a plan A, plan B, and then C. So your plan A is your original plan. That okay, if you want to execute the project, you carry on with it. What if it fails? For example, if you're looking for finance to, or you have a means of financing your project, don't just go ahead with the project thinking, oh, that source of funds will just be very much available for you. What if something happens and that source of funds cut off? What do you do? So you might consider a plan B. That would be a second option where you might be getting some of your funds from. You might also consider a plan C. Have all of these on ground. If you are currently executing a project and you have only plan A, consider drafting a plan B and plan C just in case things go wrong. And then with that, you see that your project will run smoothly. Well, I'm not going to talk too long, but I believe you've achieved something today listening and watching this video. So if you've not subscribed to my channel, click that subscribe button. Click it. It's for free. Come on, do it. Thank you.